Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like the channel and become part of this journey with us. One big happy family. Thank you so much to every single one of you that have been supporting the channel from the start until now. And of course, very appreciated the newcomers that will be part of it also. I'd like to mention that my threads are 100% cotton thread. They are from Portugal. I am in Europe. And there are 4 plies, similar thickness to Aunt Lydia number 3. My colors go by number and not by name. Okay. And for the most part, I use 2.75 hook, a small one millimeter. Small one to tuck in loose ends, of course, and a pair of scissors. I also like to mention I do have a crochet private group. If you're interested to join the beautiful queens there, you're more than welcome as long as you have a profile pic. And I have a crochet page on Facebook and also Instagram and TikTok. All of these links will be below in the description box. All you have to do is click on them. Of course, if you have not subscribed, click on that subscription. It's free, you know that, and hit the bell notification to be notified of the new uploads. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's the only way we can continue to create these beautiful pieces for you guys. By keep growing the channel, of course, by YouTube recognizing the channel and circulating it. And I am so grateful and appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody. For a lot of yous that question on my threads, I do ship them out. They're $12 a ball. They're 100 grams equivalent. 300 to 325 yards, okay? And minimum order by 6. It's the only way I can cover the shipping. I make nothing out of it, so I know you will be asking because I get a lot of questions on them. So here you go. Okay, so let's get started. Please don't forget to share the video or the channel in your Facebook public or your groups, your Facebook crochet groups, through your WhatsApp, your Instagram. It's the only way to keep going and circulating it. Okay, thank you. I send you much blessings. Okay, everyone. So today we're going to create this beautiful towel holder, napkin holder, perfect for Christmas if you're hanging up, you know, your decoration towels in the kitchen or dining room, or wherever the case may be. So I decided to go ahead with the Christmas theme since I have done quite a bit of runners and Christmas doilies. This is perfect for it. So you will need 2 ringlets, a smaller one. You could probably find them at your dollar store, at your hardware store, your Michael's, anyway, where you get a lot of your materials or your threads and things like that. And I also have this bigger one that's for the towel. Now, I didn't have a thinner one, which I prefer to be a little bit thicker anyway. It didn't matter because of the weight. I don't want it to be pulling on something that is so weak. You know, not that a towel weighs a ton, you know, but you got the flower, you got the bead and all that. The flowers, I already have the tutorial on them. The only difference is I don't have this on it, okay, the leaves. So that's where I'm going to take it from. I'll leave the link below in the description box for the flower if you want to create this flower. If not, you can do whatever flower you wish to create. Okay, I think this is absolutely stunning, isn't it? So I have leftover cream thread, and these are 4-ply 100% cotton thread. The green, obviously, for the leaves. This one, I use the multicolored one that has, you know, the Christmas colors in it. And I'll be using a 10 millimeter gold bead. Should have a better one here because with time they change color unless you do a little bit of transparent nail polish over and let it dry. So I'll use the 10 millimeter bead, and also I'll be using this green this, we need to create a bed in the back in order to hold all of the flowers and these ringlets together, and have the flower to be more stabilized, flat. Okay, so very easy to go. I've already given myself a head start on the small one, which the big one is exactly the same thing. The only difference is with the gold, these are all picots of 3 chain. The only difference is on the small one, I skipped only 1 stitch and single 3 chain picot. Skip a stitch, single 3 chain picot. And there is no amount of singles with the cream color. It's until you fill up that ringlet, and that goes for the big one, the same thing. Okay, so we'll be doing that. Now, I'll leave the link below to this one, and once you finish creating all 3 petals, then you can come back and we're going to continue from there. Okay, I've passed, as I did the first petal, I've passed the string from the magic circle to the front. In case you can't do the magic circle, you can do a 5 to 6 chain depending upon your tension. We don't want a big hole, we want to make sure it's closed properly. Leave a string behind if you want. If not, you can just, at the end, once you finish your flower, you can cut a piece of thread and then go through both little holes here on the bead, and then pass it through one side and the other and tie it in the back a couple of times in order for it not to come out. If you are doing the magic circle, once you finish the first round, you can pass it through the front and then continue with the second row of the petals. Okay, now we're just going to create the leaves. So we're going to get started. For these, for the cream one, on the singles on the big circle, or ring, and the small ring, I've used number 2 hook because I don't want big holes. I want to make sure it's really closed in. Normally I use a 2.75 hook. That's what I'm working on with the flower, but with the singles, I did the all singles on the big ring and on the small ring with the 2.0 hook. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Enjoy the tutorial. Thank you so much for being here. And please don't forget to give a thumbs up, of course. And if you have not subscribed, it's free. Help out the channel and subscribe and share. Sharing is caring. And thank you so much for your blessing. Okay, everyone. So basically, we are going to add those leaves on the flower. So I'm going to do the slip stitch knot. And I'm going to come behind my petals. Now, on between the petals, I have 2 threads here, which is the single that we did from going from one petal to the other. I'm going to do a single on one petal and 6 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Coming into the other string and doing a single. Okay, so we're creating these little loops in between the petals. I'm going to do a 2 chain for space. Again, I'm going to come where that single is, the right here, you have the 2 loops. So I'm going to come on that first one and single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain. Come on that second loop and single. So now I have created these little loops to do my leaves. 2 chain. Again, coming in where we have that single, grabbing that first loop and single. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chain, and coming in that second loop, and single, chain 2. So we're going to do that all the way around the same way 8 times. So we should have 8 loops for the 8 leaves. Okay, everyone, so I've done my last 2 chains. I'm going to come in that single we did on that first one with slip stitch. I'm going to come inside of that ring we did, that loop, with a single and 2 chains. I'm going to continue to do total of 6 double crochets. So I have 3, that's what that single and 2 chain, 4, 5, 6. Let me just check here if I did 6 or 7. Sometimes I confuse myself, people, don't mind me. So I just want to check. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, so we're going to do 7 double crochets and 1 more, and then you can just pull it all to one side, right? 1, 2, 3 chain, coming in, doing that picot, and then 7 double crochets on this side also. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so I've done my first sleeve. I hope that I'm not out of focus here. Now, in between, so I have 1, 2, 3. Between the 3rd and the 4th double crochet, I'm coming right in that paddle, and I'm going to close that with a single, or you can do a slip stitch if you have a looser tension, okay? And then coming directly in that ring again, or that loop, with a, not even a single, sorry. So you do a single and you come in with double crochet. So you're going to do those 7 double crochets again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Chain 3, picot. So it's just a repeat now, and then again 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, in between 1, 2, and 3, you're coming right behind it, in between, and going right in and covering that string back there also, okay? Kind of hard for me to see because of the cameras on my way and everything, but anyway, we do our best. So single, and go directly into the next 6 chain loop and do your 7 double crochets. And we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so finished my last one, coming in behind that 3rd double crochet, doing my single. Hope this is clear enough for you guys. And then coming right at the edge here, actually no, right here at the edge of the leaf, where we started that third double crochet and slip stitch. So basically now you would just add your purl on, tuck in your loose ends. So I'm going to tuck in my loose ends. So I've tucked in my loose ends. I'm going to pass the string through my bead. Sometimes you just have to grab a smaller one and pass through it, and there it goes. Okay, so you want to put them right across, of course, to tie it into the back. So you got to bring that string to the back. So I'm just going to pull it through here. Bring that string to the back. Make sure that is correct, and then just go across from it. This is all going to be glued anyway. It's not like anything will be showing. And I'm just going to make a few knots here just to make sure that nothing falls apart or breaks or anything like that. So pulling that string through, making another knot here, and it's good to go because it's going to be all glued. So I leave just a little bit of a tip. We don't want to cut it all the way to the edge. And of course, you know, you will have to fix your little paddles because after squeezing everything together, they're all mushed up. Okay, now we're going to go and we're going to put that aside. Obviously, we don't need that now. We're going to go into that cream color. And this is going to be very easy. So I'm going to use my hook number 2 and a little bit of string here to hide in between the stitches. So basically we're just going to do singles all the way around. There is no amount of how many singles you're going to do, depending up on how big your ring is, and you keep pulling to make sure that everything stays intact. I don't want this not to be showing over here, so gotta keep pulling that together. Of course, it's gonna twist and turn a lot, but that's normal until you fill it up, so don't worry about it. So all we're doing is singles until you fill up the metal or plastic or whatever your ring, not plastic but acrylic, as I'm sure a lot of you will find it in the acrylic, probably at Michael's or something like that, or you can order online. They have these ringlets also, Amazon or Temu or whatever the case may be, but it's way cheaper when you buy it at your local store than ordering, and by the time you wait for the shipment and everything. Okay, so that's all we're going to do for now is just singles, and we keep pulling them together. We don't want this to be showing through the stitches. Okay, so just keep doing until you fill the ring all the way around, and then I'll meet you at the end once I am done. I hope I wasn't off camera. Sometimes it's just so hard to keep up everything together, right? So I'll meet you at the end of mine. Okay, everyone, so I think this is pretty good. I'm going to go into that first one and slip stitch. I'm going to cut my thread a little bit longer so I can tuck in, pull my string through it, and then bring it to the back. This is going to be glued onto the pattern anyway, so you want to make sure that when we are doing the glue where you started, we have the knots and all that will be hidden into that back part that we're going to create for the flower. Well, hidden, really not hidden, because this is going to stay in the back part anyway, so it doesn't change anything. Just make sure that you're pulling well into it so you can stay there straight. And you go through some of the loops and hide that thread in between. And then, we'll fix all of that after. Of course, it keeps sliding back and forth for now, but... And you do exactly the same thing to the small ring, singles all the way around. Now I'm going to come in with the gold for the peacocks. So I'm going to leave a little bit of string again, my slip stitch knot. And we're going to go on actually not anywhere we started. So this way we can have everything all in the same space. So coming in, doing a single. And I'm going to do 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. And coming in, doing my peacock. And then I'm going to skip 1, 2, and coming into the third one. Of course, my stitch is tight, and it has to be tight with the ringet because you don't want space on it. You want a neat stitch in it. So single again, 1, 2, and 3, chain, come in, and close it with single. Skip 1, 2, and come on the third one. So on the small one, you skip only 1 stitch. Okay, so you go into the second. And this is pretty much how it is done. So 1, 2 on the third one. And I'm hiding that little thread as I'm going. 3 chain. And peacock. 1, 2 on the third one. 3 chain. And peacock. Skip 1, 2 on the third one. Single, and then do your 3 chain. And we're going to do this all the way around the same way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, getting to the end. So I have 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to go in. And then my last peacock. It doesn't matter if I don't have to skip 3 here at the end because we are at the end. And it's just so hard with this nylon, especially when you have to do small stitching here. And then I'm going to go into that first single we did with slip stitch. Cut my string a little bit longer. And then tuck in the loose ends into the back. bring that string back here. So we have those singles. I'm just going to make a knot in between that single we did before the peacocks, and then through the stitch here. I want to make sure that everything stays tacked. Now the good thing about this nylon is once you're done, you leave a little bit of string. Don't cut it too short. And then you can burn the little edge there and then just stick it onto the corner here on the pattern. If it doesn't stick yet, then you burn a little bit more. Don't burn the pattern. That's for people that are working with the nylon. There's a lot of South Americans that are working with nylon because they get it there easily. Okay, so pretty much done with that. We're going to do the back part now for the flower bed. And I'm just going to use this green. You can use the same as the leaves or the flower as you wish. I have enough of this green, so I'm going to use this green. So basically you would do your magic circle or 5 to 6 chain depending upon your tension. Coming back in, single, 2 chains. So I have my first double crochet, 2, 3, 4, until I complete 15 double crochet. So I've done my 15 double crochet total. That's with my very first single and 2 chain. So I'm going to come in my second chain here with slip stitch. 1, 2, 3 chain, my first double crochet, and again doing 2 double crochet per stitch. So we had 15 on this row 2, we'll have 30. 2 double crochet in the same stitch. I'm only doing 3 rows because that's the size that I need for my flower. If your flower is bigger, then you can go an extra row, and I'll explain to you how on the next row. For my size of flower, only 3 rows. Okay, so 2 double crochet on each stitch, total of 30. So I've completed my 30 double crochets, coming in that third chain from the very first one we went up, slip stitch. Now I'm going to come back in that same stitch, do my single and 2 chains. So that's my first double crochet. On the next one we're doing 2 together. On the next one, 1 double crochet. On the next one, increase 2 together. And this is how we're going to proceed all the way around. On the next one, 1 double crochet. On the next one, 2 together. And then of course I'm cutting my thread after this. Now if your flower is bigger and you need the bed to be bigger, so on the next row you would do 2 together, 2 alone, 2 together, 2 alone. Okay, so I'll meet you once I've completed my last row. Okay everyone, so pretty much finished. Now what you're going to do is turn your flower upside down and the right side up, because it's going to stay in the back. We want it to look pretty. I've heated up my transparent glue. It's the best to stick on. If you use the white one, it won't stick. It will come out. I mean, it'll stick for the moment, but if you put it to wash or something, it's going to come out. So you want to straighten that perfectly on the center. Compress. Gotta get another one because I think this glue is finishing. And then you want to go around Make sure you glue that well. We don't want nothing to be coming out. And compress. So you'll do that all the way around. And compress. Okay. Okay, so I've glued all the way around. Now you want to turn it to the front. You want to make sure that your ball is more or less straight. We're going to glue the small one. So this is straight, so I know it belongs to this leaf here. And you want to make sure that you turn the right side down. And then have the leaf come a bit into the middle of that ring. And then you'd grab this part here and then lie it straight. And compress, because this dries pretty fast, right? Then you turn it, and you would just fix your flower a bit and also glue here so it can stick here, and of course a little bit on here. And then, okay, so then you'd grab a bit of this one here. So it's all going to secure together and gives it more strength on the flower to stick there. And then you do the same thing to this one. So put it where the gold is. And then compress. Let it dry a bit. Of course, the good thing about it, you know, with this glue, it dries fast, right? So we got the top part. Just want to see if I have it glued enough here. And compress. And now we go into the bottom part. So you want to get that part up. So also you're going to leave the bottom leaf here in the center. So you place it more or less. Make sure that the right side is facing down. And I'm grabbing where I started the stitch. So I'm going to place it there. Compress on it. And then you finish up the rest of the glue that you need to make sure that everything is in place. Now you turn it to the right side and do the same thing to the flower here or the leaf here. Press, make sure that everything is glued on there. Then put it here on the leaf, a little bit on here, and compress. And on the other side. course, you get glue all over the place, right? Then, you know, you fix your little flowers the way you need to fix them. Because now they're all like, well, paddles there. They're all crumpled up. And there you have it. How gorgeous is that? So it looks absolutely beautiful. If you feel that you need to put a little bit more glue somewhere, then you just lift up the leaves a bit. Make sure you got enough glue on there to support it. And this way it's not going to come out at all. Pretty stiff. Try this side to make sure that I have it all in. Yep, it's all good. Unplug my glue because this runs pretty well, right? So there you have it, the beautiful decoration for towels for Christmas into the kitchen or to the dining room, whatever the case may be. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you think, and thank you so much. I will leave the links below for the flower if you guys are interested to create this specific flower. Then again, there's so many beautiful flowers, so it's really up to you. It's all according to the colors that you wish to put in. Okay, until next time, everybody, thank you so much. God bless you. I send you much love, much hugs, and peace. Absolutely a lot of peace around the world. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.